Pew Research has some great new data out on atheists that I want to share with you guys. They say, quote, estimating the number of atheists in the U.S. is complicated. Some adults who describe themselves as atheists also say they believe in God. That's ridiculous. Or a universal spirit. At the same time, some people who identify with a religion also say they do not believe in God. So they're saying that you have some coding problems here because how do you judge it? You know, what definition are you going to use? Are you going to take people at their word? Can somebody say, I'm Jewish, but I don't believe in God, so I'm an atheist, but I am Jewish? How exactly does this work? They say, but one thing is for sure, along with the rise of the religiously unaffiliated Americans, also known as the nuns, we've spoken about them before, they're just not part of an organized religion. Okay, so that's a broader net. But along with the rise in that, there's also been a corresponding increase in the number of atheists. So, that's good news. They say since 2007, the number of atheists has roughly doubled. It was 1.6%, now it's 3.1%. An additional 4% of Americans call themselves agnostics. Now again, there's some labeling issues here. I would contend that agnostics are atheists because they're answering two different questions. One is what you believe, the other is what you know. So in terms of what I believe, yes, I actively live my life as if there's no God. I don't believe there's a God. Do I know? Do I know? Well, no. There I would say I don't know. So you would categorize me most accurately as an agnostic atheist, and that's the camp that these agnostics are in. So really, it's more like 7.1% of the American people are atheists. And again, I'm going to get later on to another number, which I think even more closely represents the real number of atheists in the U.S. Keep in mind, this isn't nuns, the category of the unaffiliated, because that number's a little over 20% now. Those are the people who say, I'm not part of any organized religion. I might believe in God, I might be a spiritual person, but in terms of saying, I am a Christian, I am a Muslim, no. They could have New Age fucking Deepak Chopra-ish beliefs, but they could still be in the nun category. That's a bigger net. This is smaller when we're talking specifically about atheists. They continue. Atheists are 68% male, so overwhelmingly male. The median age of atheist adults is 34 years old. That's actually young because that's compared with 46 for all U.S. adults. So atheists are by and large younger than average. Atheists in America, this is all for America, by the way. I don't know if I had mentioned that up to this point. Atheists are 78% white versus 66% for the general public, so they're overwhelmingly white. Atheists are highly educated. 43% have a college degree compared with 27% of the general public. They say atheists are liberal. 69% identify as Democrats or lean in that direction, and 56% call themselves political liberals. Now, believe it or not, those numbers are actually a little misleading, too, because when you actually ask atheists, are you conservative, only like 10% admit to being conservative. So they're either saying like independent or centrist or moderate or liberal or democratic. Almost none of them are saying conservative. Atheists overwhelmingly favor same-sex marriage. 92% favor it. That's, I think, a huge win for non-religious people. It shows that you're more sympathetic and you're able to put yourself in other people's position. And, you know, you think about these things objectively and you don't run to ancient desert holy books. Abortion, 87% are in favor of abortion. I actually thought that would be more mixed, that one, but no, 87% in favor. In addition, 74% say that government aid to the poor does more harm than good, which is wonderful. So they're more along the lines of believing in social democracy. They don't think, you know, ooh, welfare, dirty word. All the propaganda about welfare, evil in the minds of atheists are like, no, that's bullshit. That's Fox News bullshit. No, if somebody is poor, perhaps they need a little bit of money to get by, and that's not a crazy thing that's actually immoral. I love how the conservatives flip it. They overwhelmingly say they're Christian, but when it comes to, hey, should we give this poor person a little money to eat and survive? They're like, no, that would be immoral. Have you not read this shit that Jesus said that you pretend to care so much about? They say 8% of those who call themselves atheists say they believe in God as in like nature, for example. You know, when people fuck with the definitions. I believe in God if by God you mean the universe. Okay, well then you don't really believe in God, but nonetheless let them have it. 8% say that, or they say they believe in a universal spirit. There are also many people who fit the dictionary definition of atheist but do not call themselves atheists. Here we go. That number is 9%. Now, I'm including those, okay, because that, I mean, you're an atheist. It's this, like if somebody says, I'm Jewish, but I don't believe in God, so that means culturally they say I'm Jewish, ethnically I'm Jewish, whatever. But I don't actually believe in it. Okay, well then you're an atheist. You could call for family reasons, people hang on to that. Oh yeah, my family, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's stupid, whatever. But yeah, you're an atheist. Same thing if a Muslim says that, if a Christian says that, if a Buddhist says that. Like, I don't believe, but hey, I'm from a Buddhist family, I'm Buddhist. No, you're not, but okay, we'll let you live in that middle ground where you keep the label, but you reject everything that comes hand in hand with the label. So that's the real number right there. They say 9%. That number's 9%. So the overall number is much bigger than the original number they gave of whatever the fuck, 3 point whatever percent, 3.1%. And finally, here are my two favorite facts. Atheists are more likely than U.S. Christians to say they often feel a sense of wonder about the universe. Well, oh, looky here. Isn't that amazing? Because atheists are often tarred with like, you know, they can't see the beauty in the universe and they can't stop and bask in that and think about that and ponder that. Only good religious folks can do that. Atheists are all like dark nihilists who hate everything and fucking don't care about the beauty in the world. No, it's actually the opposite is true. Atheists are more likely to feel a sense of wonder about the universe. Flies right in the face of the stereotype. And only 9% share their views with religious people, atheists. By comparison, 26% of those who have a religious affiliation share their views at least once a week with those who have other beliefs. So this idea of atheists as always in your face and annoying and they don't shut the fuck up about their atheism, nonsense. Only 9% of atheists are in that camp. 26% of religious people are in that camp. So we ain't the fucking annoying ones. You are. And in conclusion, final thing real fast. Isn't it funny how, again, a lot of people conflate atheism with immorality. They just link it together. Oh, you're an atheist? What happened to you? What went wrong? Why do you hate life? Why do you not have a moral code and believe in right and wrong? And that's so not true that it reflected itself here. When we say atheists are liberal, and you go through they believe in same-sex marriage, they believe in government aid to the poor, what's funny is that atheists more fully embrace the ideology of Jesus than Christians. Think about that a little bit.